Hello guys and creatives, you're welcome back to my space. The commission of man. On today's video, I'm going to show you how to vectorize this logo using pixelLab. It's a unique tutorial that will expose you how to manipulate logo using shapes. So in case this is your first time viewing our channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notification to stay updated anytime we drop a new video like this. Please don't forget to give this video a share. It will be super helpful to us. I will appreciate that. Thank you. Now guys, let's proceed. First of all, we need to study the structure of this logo. This is a logo that has to deal with circles, right? And by me looking at this, you also notice that you also have to use another shapes of rectangle, right, somewhere here. So these are the things that you need to study first. So anytime you have a new logo that you want to use to sketch or to vectorize, first of all, what you need to study about the logo is its structure. Is it a logo that has to deal with geometry? Geometry means using shapes to manipulate the logo. If you can be able to use shape to manipulate the logo, easy, better. But if you cannot use shapes that easily, then you can use a eraser to manipulate. But in this tutorial, we are going to be seeing that using shapes is the best way to manipulate this logo and get it perfectly. First of all, I need to get rid of all the workspace. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to start afresh. So when you open your pixelLab, this is what the workspace that you see, the most confusing workspace. But I'm going to clear you now. So what I always do, I always go back and change this background because I hate the background. So I will just go here and then remove it, change it to white. So now I'm going to go here and import my sketch from my pixelLab. So and I'll import it and click on the sketch. Then I'll click and rotate it. Then I'm going to crop it. So these are the processes I take. For my past videos, I've not been doing this process, these steps. Why? Because I feel like every one of us know how to import anything into pixelLab, but let's just do it in this tutorial. So I'm going to expand it until it fits into the position or the scale that I want it to be. So now I'm going to go back here and then maybe I will lock it. Okay, and tap on my screen once. So the next thing I need to do here, I need to make my grid line selection. So you notice that one thing I need to do is that if you observe very well, you discover that for this particular logo, the distance from here to here is the same, and from here to here is the same. From here to this place is the same. The same thing with this. So we are going to be creating a logo that is going to have the same dimension or shapes. Okay, for when I'm sketching this logo, I'm going to discuss how I do this sketching. So I observe the structure of the logo and then I made sure that I marked out 1 centimeter gap for each of these lines before I start using it to make a circle with my compass. For this part of the logo here, okay, and these places, we are going to be using colors that we are going to remove at the end of the day, whereas we are still going to be using circles for those places. So now let's see how this works out. So first of all, I need to go here, go and click on my background tools. For those that have watched my introduction to pixelLab, I've thought about all of this. So I'm going to go and click on my shapes. I'm not going to be using square shapes, I'm going to be using circle shapes. So I'm going to go here at the top and then tap on that icon and then select the shape that I want to use. So I'm going to select circle. So here I'm not going to reduce opacity for this at this place. So I'm going to go and tap OK. So here I'm going to go here now and go to the opacity. Click on my opacity to reduce the opacity of this anyway. Okay, I'm going to go here and then reduce the opacity and then expand it to fit into the sketch which I've created. I'm going to show you one trick now on how to make a green line selections. So after expanding it to fit into my outer diameter of the circle, so I'm going to click OK, right? So now I'm going to go and pick my grades, right? So my grades. So here I'm going to tap on this icon here, right at the top here, and then click on it to bring out my grids. So when you bring out your default grid lines, it's going to be 3 by 3, 3 horizontal lines and 3 vertical lines. So that's what you have on your screen now. So I'm going to alter it by tapping on this icon at the bottom here. So I don't need to discuss this, but for interest of people that are just joining us for the first time, let's not discuss this again. So I'm going to tap here and then bring out this to adjust my grades positioning. So now what I need to do here is, my interest is that I'm going to select the circle that I selected, the circle this, and then I'm going to make a center alignment of this circle. So how am I going to do that? So I'm going to make a crossing point for this circle in such a way that if I'm going to tap on my grids and check my magnet, it's going to magnet it to the center and it's still going to retain the same position of this circle. So what I need to do is that if you observe this shape, if you observe this shape, you're going to discover that it has two dots. So let me just show you. So this is something that people don't pay attention to. So there is a dot here and there is a dot here. For every object or shapes or image that you import on your pixelLab, is going to give you these two dots. And these two dots is going to help you get a center alignment of that image or shapes. So now let's see how this works out. So I'm going to draw my first grade line to make a crossing horizontally across this first point here. And you see why I'm discussing about grades in this tutorial. So I'm going to adjust it until I feel like it has crossed that dot, the middle of that dot. Now I'm going to select the one that crosses horizontally and then drag it until it make a perfect center crossing with the one at the bottom. So with this now, you are sure that you have highlighted the circle shape and then give it a center alignment. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go back and tap on this, right? So tap on that to uncheck it, and then here I will make sure that my magnet is selected at the bottom here. Okay, it is selected. Now if I'm going to tap on my shape, so what are you going to discover? The shape still returning its position, and then it is showing us a mark that it is centrally aligned. So you can adjust it and say bring it back. So this is the first step to vectorize this logo. So I'm going to go here and then I'm going to go and then pick the brand color of this logo. I'm going to go to my color. For this, I'm going to tap on the color here. So I'm going to select, this is the green color for this brand. So I'm going to show you what I did here. So here, this is the color code in case you want to type it onto your pixelLab and get the same color that I use. Okay, and then you can just do that and then get the same thing. So here I'm going to tap OK and get this. So after this now, I'm going to click OK. So now I'm going to go here and make a copy of this, right? So now I'm going to adjust it until it fits into the next inner diameter. So but for this part of the circle, you'll realize that it's going to be a circle that is going to cover the area that we need to remove the color. So I'm going to choose a color that is going to be different from the brand colors, so that when we want to remove the color, it's not going to be removing together with those colors that we choose for our brand colors. So okay, I'm going to change the color to something. Let me just use this color blue for this part, right? So I'm going to click OK. So I'm going to still go back here and then lock these two ones. So I'm going to select this second one here and then make a copy of it. Okay, and I'm going to adjust it. So I'm going to go to my color and then I'm going to pick, for this one I'm going to pick the yellow color. So this is the color code in case you want to make use of it. So you can just type it on your pixelLab and get it. So here I choose the yellow color and then I'm going to click OK as well. So you see these steps that I'm taking is quite easy. So again, I'm going to select the blue color, which is the part of the color that I need to remove from this logo. So here I'm going to create a copy of it. So now I'll adjust this until it fits into this. Now I'm going to make sure that it is centrally aligned, okay, with the other circles. So now I'm going to create a copy of it. For this one, I'm going to change the color to the brand color, which is black. So now let's take this to black here and then I'm going to tap OK. So I'm going to drag it to this place and then adjust it until it fits into the most inner part of the circle. I think we are okay now. So now after this, guys, I'm going to go back here and click OK. So again, I'm going to go here and then increase the opacity for all of these circles which I have selected. So I'm going to increase back the opacity for all of them. So let's see what we got at the end of the day. So you see, we have successfully got a well structured circles for this logo. So now let's see. Now I'm going to go here and I'm going to select all the circles which I have marked out for these logos, and I'm going to tap on this icon to group them as one object. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to merge them together as one object. So now here I'm going to go back again and then reduce the opacity for all of that. So now they are one, and then I can easily reduce the opacity for all of them. So now here I'm going to go here and then click OK. Okay, lock the vector which I've created and then tap OK on my screen. So this is easy, right? So now I'm going to go back again and click on my shape for the second time. Now I'm going to drag it to this point and then tap OK. So I'm going to restructure it, but for now I'm going to go here and then select the color to be the same brand color, which is yellow. So I'm going to reduce the opacity. I'm going to adjust these shapes until it fits into my vector now. So now I'm going to do that. So I'm going to zoom this a little, okay, and just follow me and see how I work this part of the text out. So now I'm going to zoom it back. So I'm still going to make a copy of this. I'm going to, for the last time, I'm going to increase the opacity. So, gentlemen, now I'm going to go here. So I'm going to go to my erase color and then click on my color picker and then select the color I want to erase and then click OK. So here I can increase the tolerance a little to around 18 or 20. Right? So after this, I'm going to check OK. Now I'm going to go back here and then uncheck my sketch, and then here I have my logo and my vector. So now let's compare and contrast, and then let's see what we have at the end of the day. So here is my sketch and then here is my vector. So I think we have done a great job, and it's very easy to do this logo just with pixelLab and with shapes. So in case this video helped, please don't forget to like, subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification to stay updated anytime we drop a new video like this. Please do give this video a share. It will be super helpful to us. Thank you, and then see you on my next video. Goodbye from here. Namaste.